Once upon a time, there was a new prince who was crowned emperor. Immediately he wanted to study magic to strengthen the country. He went to find a very famous magician to learn magic. The queen was very sad about the emperor and number 39's intention because she was afraid of separation, and there were many dangers and difficulties along the way. But he was determined and one day set out with 4 entourage. The road was very difficult, because he had to cross vast deserts and go into deep forests full of wild animals. But because they were so hungry, magic and power later, so difficulties cannot stop them. 3 months of hardship, hunger and thirst, the emperor and his friends arrived at the monk and number 39's place. This teacher was moved by their courage and accepted them to learn the profession. But he set a condition: they must promise to act ethically and never kill any creature. If their hands were stained with blood just once, all the magic would disappear. The emperor agreed. After learning the magic, they happily set out to return to the palace. But a month later, they got lost in a dense forest. They no longer recognize the old ways, and find everything around them strange. At that time, dusk spread and late night suddenly covered the dark forest landscape. The canopy of thousands of trees obscures the dark sky, revealing no stars to aim at. Around them, hundreds of wild animal languages began to sound. The emperor and his friends began to be afraid and discussed using magic to transform into a very strong, large, ferocious, powerful animal. Can defend itself, and frighten other animals. Therefore, the emperor began to transform into an animal and number 39's head, a mane of hair, like a crown. The general immediately followed suit and transformed into the animal and number 39's human body. The other 4 entourage transformed into 4 legs. The local teacher remained, hesitated for a moment, then turned into a tail. That animal walked majestically like a king, so the animals were very afraid and did not attack it. The emperor and his friends stayed like that all night long. But near dawn, a young deer passed nearby. The lion was very hungry because he hadn't and 39's eaten all day. He suddenly stretched out his arm, caught the deer with his sharp claws, and with both hands held it firmly, biting the deer and number 39's neck and tearing the meat to eat deliciously. Its muzzle was still red with blood when the sun was setting. Gradually wake up. It wanted to turn back into a human to continue going to the palace. But suddenly it remembered that it had already used magic to kill an animal. Only then did it know that it would never become a human again, and would always have to live as a lion until this day. Thank you for joining us for today's fairy tale. We hope these stories bring joy and meaning to your day. If you love our channel, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any exciting tales. Wishing you a good night and sweet dreams. See you in the next story.